What's going on, ladies and gents, and welcome to episode 37 of the Crimson Championship Wrestling Save on TW9. I'm BT Savage, and of course we've got Max and Matt here with us, and this episode is the Go Home Dominion to End State and End State pay-per-view itself. Very exciting times. We're almost at the end of 2014, going into 2015. So this is great times, man. Obviously, End State, the pay-per-view itself, it's... Look, Matt and I were talking before. It's looking a little...
It's not our biggest pay-per-view, right?
It's not our biggest pay-per-view.
It's solid. It's solid. And we're gonna add a couple more matches here, but it's solid. It's not our biggest pay-per-view. Man, wait for 2015. That's all I can say.
Wait for 2015 because it will be banging and slanging. But we got a Dominion to do.
Let's get into it.
So let's get into Dominion.
All right, we are here for CCW Dominion episode 23, the GOAT number. 655 people in the compound, of course, in Michigan. And we kick off with Adam Page, and he says, Adam Cole, I'm done playing the games. Every cheap shot, every mind game, every time you've tried to get in my head, I'll let it go on too long. But at End State, this bullshit ends. No more tricks, no more talking, no more running. You wanted this to be personal? Well, congratulations, you got it. Because I'm not walking into that match to out-wrestle you. I'm not walking in there to prove that I'm better than you. I'm walking in there to end you. You think this is a game? You think this is Adam Cole, baby, and catchphrases and cute moments? No. This is a fight. And when it's over, I'm going to be standing in that ring, dragging your lifeless body around it, celebrating the death of Adam Cole, baby.
Wow.
Damn.
A big... From our No Limits champion, Adam Page. It's obviously at End State. It will be Adam Page defending against Adam Cole in a bull rope match.
Yeah. The rematch there for Adam Cole. Obviously, Adam Cole losing the belt to Adam Page. So he's going to get his rematch. And yeah, he's set in a bull rope match. I don't know how smart that was from Adam Cole.
Oh, look, who knows? Adam Cole, the brain of an elephant.
Sure, that works. Up next, we're going to see Kenta in action. Let's get into our opening contest.
Adam Cole may have the brain of an elephant, but I have the brain of a goldfish as we get into some one-on-one action. Kenta picking up the win against Gabe Kidd, a debuting Gabe Kidd, a very young Gabe Kidd. And just under 9 minutes with the GTS. 52 rider match there. Kenta with a 73, Gabe Kidd
57,
with a 10.
by the way, but that's okay.
What did I say?
You said 52.
Oh, okay. 57, not bad, boys and girls and ladies and gents. Gabe Kidd with a 10. A perfect 10, it's amazing. Had a quick gimmick. And, yeah, Gabe Kidd was rusty. A little rusty for the man, for the man dem, but look. Good win for Kenta. A debut for Gabe Kidd. We'll see a lot more of him in the future of CCW.
Probably get him on some pre-show matches, get rid of that ring rust, and go from there. But up next, we are going to hear from the big man. That's what we're calling him now. The Ring General. And he comes out and says, Christopher Daniels, you call yourself the first CCW World Champion, a pioneer, a standard bearer. I do not care about what you were. I care about what you are now. And what you are is a man standing in my ring, in my era. You build a legacy, good. Now I'll break it. But before Walter can keep going, Adam Cole says, all right, I've heard enough. As he smiles. Walter, you want Christopher Daniels. You want to test that legacy, good. Because that's exactly the kind of fight this company is built on. So let's not waste any more time. At End State, Walter, Christopher Daniels, one-on-one. Let's see if the past can survive the present. It's a good segment, man.
Good segment, and another match now set up for End State. Walter and Christopher Daniels one-on-one. That should be good. As we're here now with some women's action, we do have Io Shirai defeating Chelsea Green in just over 12 minutes with a Thunder Splash 67 rated. I'm not going to do the joke again, ladies and gentlemen. It's fine. 80 rated performance from Io Shirai and a 22 from Chelsea Green. Big win for Io Shirai. Obviously, as she is a women's champion. And we're going to get at end state the... Actually, I didn't know. Actually, I didn't know if I should even say it yet. But it doesn't matter, as we do move on to some more action. I'm going to be doing the rest of the show because Matt has fatherly duties to do. So if you don't like my voice, then tough luck, son. As we get into some more one-on-one action, we do have Ccw Tew picking up the huge win against Matt Hardy. Obviously, we last week we had Ccw Tew announced in a big match for this show, and big match indeed. He does defeat Matt Hardy with the Samoan drop. Oh, sorry, no, the diving splash. My bad, diving splash. 56 rated there, 42 for Fatu, 45 for Matt Hardy. A big win, very big win. Matt Hardy made Ccw Tew look particularly strong. And that's what we love to see. Ccw Tew's on the rise. I think 2015 will be a big year for Ccw Tew in CCW. But we're going to go backstage here. Next up. Because... Oh, Matt Hardy. Look at that. That's beautiful stuff. Thanks, On. Thanks, bud. We'd love to see it. We are going to see backstage. We're going to see our world champion Kenny Omega and Sting warming up tonight, because the main event is going to be tag team action. Kenny and Sting teaming up against Ciampa and Samoa Joe. And Sting, he says, you guys, you fans haven't seen me in a while. I wrestled that 6-man tag with two legends in Kurt Angle and Mark Calloway. But tonight, I'm teaming up with a man who's taken over the business this last year or so, Kenny Omega, and I'm excited to team with him tonight. I'm excited to get back into action and wrestle again here in CCW. And then Kenny's like, man, Sting, this is a dream come true for me. I watched you growing up. You're a pioneer of the business. You're a legend. You're a Hall of Famer. And we're going to kick some ass tonight in the main event. And that gets an 84 rated promo. I mean, look, that's just we're just making history here in CCW, ladies and gentlemen. We'd love to see it, as I believe we do get into some one-on-one action next as well. We do have what a banger match. We do have Akira Tozawa picking up a win against Ricochet with the Tozawa Driver 07. Salute to you, my friend. In 12.5 minutes, 80 rated match, 76 with Tozawa and a 79 for Ricochet. It's just kind of just a random banger, we added to this show, and I'm glad we did, because these two men can just deliver every day, twice on Sunday, and a good win for Tozawa. As we get into a promo, we had to get into a promo here from the man who won the Battle Royal, the man who will face... He says, undefeated. That's not luck. That's not hype. That's what happens when you hurt people for a living. CCW, I've snapped fingers, bent joints, and left a trail of bodies behind me, and nobody's been able to stop it. And now you're telling me I go to Scotland for the world title against Kenny Omega, as he cracks his neck and says, you might be the best machine in this business, but machines break. And I specialize in breaking things. So in Scotland, your fairy tale ends and my reign begins. Wow. What a message there from Pete Dunne. Obviously, meeting in Scotland, man. 2015, I believe it's the first I should know this. I believe it is the first Dominion of the year. I could be wrong. But, Dominion in Scotland, Pete Dunne, Kenny Omega, that's going to be huge for the world title. A huge opportunity. 58 rated promo there. As we get, speaking of Kenny Omega, we do get into the main event of this show. And wow, what a match to end this Dominion tag team action. Anyone rated there as the team of Kenny Omega and Sting defeat Samoa Joe and Tommaso Ciampa in almost 15 minutes when Kenny Omega pinned Joe with the one-winged angel. 56 for Sting, 84 for Kenny, and 68 for both Ciampa and Samoa Joe. Great win. What a way to close out Dominion 23. Both these men, the world champion and Sting, hand raise high. Fuck, I don't know what I'm saying, guys. I'm not used to doing fucking all this talking, but it's fine. Great way to end Dominion 23. And as we finish the show here, we get an 81 rated. Great show. Look at all those greens. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Cesaro and Ricochet. Shout out to Daniels and Walter. And shout out to Adam Page and shout out to everyone on the show. Let's be real. As we increased the popularity in 52 regions. We love that for us. And let's see the finances here. We gained. We got a little almost 8K profit. We love to see it. And hopefully we went up in pop. Well, going up in Oz. Going up in Mexico. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. And look, it's time. We're gonna go to End State. We're gonna go to End State. And Matt will be back. Trust me, guys. Matt will be back for End State. I will see you there.
All right, we are here with End State 2014. I'm back. No more plumbers here to fix my leaky roof. So we're back. But we're here for the last event of 2014. I can't wait, man. 2,046 people in the Unison Stadium in Michigan. And we kick it off with a wild brawl. Mark Calloway, the dead man, the phenom, defeating Eddie Kingston with a tombstone piledriver in just under 10 minutes. Man, a 78's not bad. Obviously, Calloway being rusty as well. But a 78 for Eddie Kingston's promising, and a 61's not bad. I think we did the right thing here by doing a wild brawl. If this wasn't a wild brawl and Calloway being rusty, this wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, honestly, it was a smart decision there. And these two gave it their all.
100%.
Honestly, and a good win for Mark Calloway. But honestly, I think what we see here in this match is Eddie Kingston, man. Eddie Kingston gave it his all. Which leads to, after the match, the bell rang. We got the announcement. Mark Calloway is the winner, obviously. And both men just beat the ever-living shit out of one another in this match. And Calloway slowly getting to his feet. He's got the arm raised up in celebration, but he sees a sort of a lifeless Eddie Kingston in the middle of the ring. And all he does is lifts his arm and puts it down as a sign of respect, because Eddie Kingston gave it his all in this match tonight.
100%.
Put Undertaker, put Mark Calloway to the limit. My bad. Put Mark Calloway to the limit. And look, man, what praise from Mark Calloway to Eddie Kingston there.
I think
against
also
84.
This is probably the first time in CCW history, at least, that Calloway's been treated as Mark Calloway, not the dead man. He got called out on some of his bullshit,
Exactly, man. And gotta give props there to Eddie Kingston, telling the truth, spitting the truth, and backing up what he said. But he couldn't get the win tonight. But he got some major respect from the legend, the icon, the phenom himself.
Yeah.
As
it's big.
We move on to some women's action.
We do.
And
this,
they build women.
Yeah, this match, I don't want to say was thrown onto the card, but it was thrown under the guard. But we are going to get a debuting Kairi Hojo, who defeats Lufisto with the insane elbow. 71 for Hojo, who has no pop basically in the US. So for her to get a 71 rated is insane. No pun intended. I didn't even mean to do that. But very good gimmick as well for the Pirate.
Great debut from Kairi Hojo. She's going to be a big star in the women's division here in CCW.
What a way to sort of, I don't want to say kick off the year because technically it's ending the other year, but for her, it's kicking off her in-ring career and it's doing it at the last pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%. Great win there for Kairi Hojo.
Yeah.
And,
we sort of cut to, I guess, almost a commercial here.
We do see a commercial here. We're hyping up for 2015, the first Dominion in Scotland. I know we've said it countless of times, but we're going to say it again. We are, like a week away. No, not even. We're a couple weeks away.
Yeah, because we always skip the Dominion after a pay-per-view.
Dominion after. So in 2 weeks' time, first Dominion of 2015 in Scotland. You're going to see some big names. You're going to see Kenny versus Pete Dunne for the world title. You're going to see guys. You're going to see Copeland, of course. You're going to see... We see Sting on the screen. We see Calloway, even though he doesn't.
Oh, he will not be there, but that's okay. I know for a fact that Will Ospreay will be in action.
We got big plans for Dominion Scotland, of course.
Huge plans.
And the commercial here gets to 77.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We love to see it.
We then go into, I guess, one of our matches that was not heavily promoted, but was promoted. We're going to see Christopher Daniels take on Walter. And in an 18.5-minute match, Walter defeats the first ever CCW World Champion, Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel, but an 80 for Walter, a 66 for Daniels, an 82 rated match. That is huge.
That is a big match. Walter, as you said, defeating the first ever CCW World Champion, a veteran here in CCW, and that definitely elevates a man like Walter to that next level.
Like he needed it, right? Took out Rob Van Dam, he needs it. But
it helps.
It's massive. Look, that's a guy in 2015 to keep your eyes on.
Yes, I do agree. I think there'll be some big things in the pipeline for Walter in 2015 for sure. CCW.
But in the women's division, you could argue that it's all eyes on Io, and we're going to hear from her next.
We are going to hear from Io as she comes to the ring. She's a women's champion right now, and she says, I'm the champion, and I may not be defending the women's title here tonight, but I want to make a challenge because I am a fighting champion. I want to make a challenge to a particular woman whose home country we're going to be representing on the first Dominion of 2015. I want to call out Nikki Storm. I want to face her. I want to defend my title against her in Scotland, in her home country. I want to prove that I am the best women's champion of all time in CCW. Copeland, come out. Let's make this official. Adam Copeland comes out. He says, Io, that's gutsy. I can't lie. I kind of didn't expect you to make that challenge, but then again, you know what? You are a great champion. You've been a great champion here, and you know what? I will make it official for the first Dominion of 2015 in Scotland. It will be you defending your title against Nikki Storm. And that is huge.
I think also this is probably a good time to announce that Dominion is going to 2 hours. So maybe Copeland could drop a little line here like, yeah, lucky I got that new TV, that new TV deal or something like that, just to make a little like.
That is true. Dominion
reference.
Will be going to 2 hours starting in 2015, which is it's something we need, man. We really do.
We need it, but I don't want to say our ratings are going to suffer. It just means that certain people will get more exposure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what we want.
Exactly. It's going to feel more like a wrestling show, not just a highlights video. You know what I mean? CCW is just cinema in general. But speaking of cinema, that was a really good transition. I didn't even mean to do that. It is time for maybe one of the coolest feuds in a weird way.
It's a weird way, yeah.
It is time to leave the Inner Center Stadium and it is time to head to the Insane Asylum. In a 57 rated match, I will take that. I will take that. Sami Callihan defeats Jake Roberts in an Asylum Insanity match. After a distraction from Dobson, she's made her choice. It is Callihan through and through. 62 for Callihan, 23 for Jake Roberts. I don't even care. 57, we will take that. The cinematic style approach paid off. The match came together well. Callihan looked good out there. Jake Roberts is done. We are never going to hear from Jake Roberts again.
Yeah, look. Goodbye, Jake Roberts. It was nice knowing you, brother.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're still going to be working for us, but you're not going to be on screen ever again.
Exactly, yeah. On screen, like kayfabe, he's basically dead. He's locked in there forever.
Yeah. 100%.
Crazy. So cool. I mean, crazy. Crazy Mary Dobson now free from the clutches of Jake Roberts. Callihan getting a big win in a way. I mean, he's had, honestly, Callahan's had a pretty good career so far. Hasn't been given big opportunities. I mean, he had one qualifying match, right?
Yeah.
So, I want to see more from him. But a 57 rated match, as we're going to go into, I guess, another debut, I guess you could say. Bullet Club members, Gallows and Anderson, taking on London and Kendrick. Obviously, Gallows and Anderson first time teaming, and Gallows first time in the ring for us.
Yeah, so very exciting here. As we do get a 70 rated match, as Gallows and Anderson do defeat London and Kendrick in almost 9.5 minutes, when Doc Gallows pinned London with a powerbomb.
Paul Holland. Who's Paul Holland?
I don't know who Paul Holland is. After a distraction from Prince Devitt, he came out to distract Paul London and Kendrick. But a good win for Gallows and Anderson. As the Bullet Club continues to dominate and get wins and prove why they are the best thing in pro wrestling at this time.
In their words. Their words.
64 for Gallows, 63 for Anderson, 57 for Paul London, and 68 for Brian Kendrick. Yeah.
This is
decent
solid.
match.
This is solid. Like, this obviously wasn't advertised as well. This was something we put on post-production. This is a good match.
It's a good match, but we are going to go backstage here as we are going to hear from one of the men in tonight's main event, and that would be the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
An 85 rated promo here as Kurt Angle. Basically, he says everything Kurt Angle would say. You know what I mean? He says that, Steen wants to kill pro wrestling. That's not going to happen with him around, with him still alive. He might be 46, but he's still got, a couple good years left in him. And Steen's going to find that out the hard way when he snaps his ankle. Just a very Angle, I don't want to say generic Angle promo, but you get what I'm saying, right? Very... Yeah, it's 2015, basically, Kurt Angle.
very, very straightforward. Very straightforward, to the point.
Exactly. We didn't write or tinker with any promo here. We just sort of said, hey, this is what we're going to do. But in 85, it is a great promo. As I'm really keen for that main event, man. That's going to be cool. But semi-main event now. Adam Page, Adam Cole, this is the second match. Bull rope match for the No Limits title. Are you ready?
I am very ready. In a 77 rated match here, we do see Adam Page defeating Adam Cole in the Bull Rope match, of course, in just over 19 minutes, when Adam Page was obviously the first to touch all four corners and retain the No Limits title. 66 for Adam Page and a 73 for Adam Cole. Oh man, we know these chicken deliver, and Adam Page proven once again he's got Adam Cole's number. He defeated him again. He's retained the title. Celebrations all around for Adam Page.
Yeah, man, he's done it again, right? He's done it
Yes.
again, and now he's made a defense of that No Limits title. I can't wait to see Adam Page take on some new guys. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool, man. This is a cool little reign. You know, you can't discredit Adam Cole at all. He was literally a champion for like a year, and he was being the only other champion. So
Yeah.
big moment for Adam Page, though.
100%. As we get to the big contract signing again for that world title match in Scotland, we got Kenny Omega and Pete Dunne. Take it away.
Let's go. So basically, all the men are in the ring, table there. You know how it is. Contract signing setup. Copeland says, "Gentlemen, this is for the CCW World Championship at Dominion in Scotland. Let's keep this professional." Copeland says, "You know what, Pete, you go first." Dunn doesn't even look at Copeland once, man. He's just focused, just intensely focused on Omega. And he says, "Professional, I don't do that. I hurt people. You keep hearing about how good you are, how you're the best. But I don't care about your matches. I care about what breaks. In Scotland, I'm going to grab that arm, twist it, snap it. And when you're screaming, reaching out, when you're screaming in pain, reaching out with your other hand, I'll bite your fingers clean off and spit them in your face." He gets a big pop, as you know. Like, I mean, it's Pete Dunne. I feel like he's one of the only guys that can back that up, to be fair. Omega then smiles and he picks up the mic and says, "Are you done? You talk a big game, Pete. Snapping this, biting that, but there's a difference between you and me. I don't need to threaten. I just need one shot. You think I'm afraid of you? I fought monsters, I fought killers, I fought men way crazier than you'll pretend to ever be. And every single one of them found out the same thing. When that bell rings, I don't hesitate. And in Scotland, I'm going to V-trigger your head clean off your shoulders." They both, so Pete Dunne signs a contract first, then Kenny grabs it straight away, rips it from his hands and signs it. They both stand at the same time, but Copeland calls out security and says, "Hey, let's save it for Dominion." Man, 79, it's not bad. This is really good because, I mean, Pete Dunne's not the greatest on the mic, right? Honestly,
No.
I'm pretty sure Pete Dunne's like, was he 21 at this point? He could even be younger. He's so young at this point. Like, this is a massive opportunity for him. So, anyway. Speaking
Very intense contract signing.
Yeah.
I'll wait for that match.
That's one of the eyes. Intensity. Now it's time for Kurt Angle, Kevin Steen, one-on-one, our main event. I'm keen, man. Let's get into it.
Let's get into that. What a main event. And you know what? The two other eyes. We got integrity and intelligence. And I'll tell you this much. One man in this match definitely had the intelligence, and that would be Kevin Steen. Because he picks up the win. After, in 15 and a half minutes. After doing some illegal tactics and then hitting the second rope package power driver. Wow. Poor Kurt Angle's neck.
Man, I think he's going to be rough for a while.
He's going to be rough for a while. 82 rated match. 78 for Steen and 65 for Kurt Angle. And Steen seemed off his game as well, so could have been even better.
This could have pushed for maybe an 85, potentially, yeah. Which is crazy.
Steen picking up the big win. The big win.
Huge win. Like, peeling the curtain back here, Steen's at roughly a 50 pop. Kurt Angle's at like a 65. This is a shocking win. But it's all about the future, right?
It is all about the future, and look, maybe at this point forward, we may not even have CCW in 2015, because guess what? I think pro wrestling is dead.
It could be.
It's now dead.
It could be. That could be it. It could be. As we finish up on an 84, that's really solid. I'll take that. That is really, really solid. I mean, obviously the live experience does hurt us a little bit at this point, but we can't just throw money at the wall, man. You know what I mean?
Nah.
We finish up. I think we got to give praise. That's the tough
Oh,
one.
yeah, that's right.
I low-key kind of want
Nice.
to give Eddie Kingston praise.
Yeah.
Dude, I kind of want to go Eddie Kingston, Walter.
Walter and
And
Steen.
I was kind of thinking
Question mark.
I was kind of thinking Kyrie because Steen was off his game.
Oh, no, true, no, yeah, no.
That's
Big
good.
debut as well,
Yeah,
and
that's
she
good
did pretty
Kyrie.
well.
That's actually sick.
Yeah,
I'm happy
yeah.
with that.
Yeah,
Praised.
I'm happy with that.
Eddie Kingston was pleased. Walter seemed pleased, and Kyrie seemed pleased. Financials. Hey, it's gonna happen. The workers that we paid, like we threw Sting in just a throwaway ad. This is the closing of the year. I don't mind losing a little bit of money here. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
As for popularity, wow, we go up in a lot of regions. Japan basically going up everywhere. Scotland goes up to 32. Centro 47. We go up in the tri-state, the southwest, New England, Midwest, Mid-South, and Mid-Atlantic. BC, I'm going to let you take it away, my dude.
Man, what a way to end 2014 here in CCW. If you guys are still here at this point of the video, we do appreciate you a lot. If you liked the video, click like. Comment down below your thoughts on the episode, your thoughts on how CCW is still going this far, man. Look, we're like 35. This is like episode 35, or I've already
37, I think.
30,
yeah, I think 37. We're at 37. Yeah.
Dude,
and we're ending the year. It's massive. We appreciate it.
It's massive, man, and we're only just getting started, man. Dude, 2015 is going to be a movie. It's going to be cinema. It's going to be magnificent. Share this video with the TW community as well. We would greatly appreciate that. And if you're new here, subscribe to the Massive Matt YouTube channel for more TW content. But until next time, I'm BT Savage. This is Massive Matt, and we'll see you in the next episode of Crimson Championship Wrestling.